Somewhere in Arizona, a paralyzed man is playing chess. Not with his hands, not with a joystick, with thought alone. A chip the size of a coin, sitting on the surface of his brain, is reading his intentions before his body even knows he has them. But here's the question that should terrify you. If a machine can read the thought, "move left," what stops it from reading the thought you never meant to share? Your memories, your fears, your secrets, all of it. Electricity, all of it. Hackable. Welcome to the frontier where Silicon Valley stops upgrading your phone and starts upgrading you. Here's the simple version of a very complex miracle. Your brain runs on electricity, tiny neurons firing signals 1,000 times a second. A brain-computer interface, or BCI, is just a translator. It listens to that electrical chatter and turns it into commands a computer understands. But translating whispers from 100 billion neurons is not easy. Therefore, 3 companies are racing to do it in 3 completely different ways. Elon Musk's Neuralink drills directly into the skull, planting a chip called the N1 with threads thinner than a human hair. Synchron takes the opposite bet. No open brain surgery at all. Their device, the stent road, travels up through a blood vessel in the neck like a stent and unfolds inside the brain from the inside out. And Precision Neuroscience is racing to build a film thinner than plastic wrap that lays on top of the brain, reading thousands of neurons without cutting into tissue at all. But none of this is theory anymore. In January 2024, a 29-year-old quadriplegic named Noland Arbaugh became the first human to receive Neuralink's implant. Weeks later, footage surfaced of Noland doing something no paralyzed man had done in years, moving a computer cursor with nothing but a thought, beating his friend at online chess. He called it surreal. The internet called it a miracle. But therefore comes the harder question. If a machine can now read your intention to move a cursor, what else is it quietly learning to read? The best-case future here is almost impossible to overstate. Paralyzed patients controlling robotic arms just by imagining the movement. Blind patients seeing shapes of light again through chips wired straight to the visual cortex. Early trials suggest implants could one day interrupt the neural loops behind severe depression, essentially turning down the brain's volume on despair. Some researchers even believe future chips could boost memory itself, giving Alzheimer's patients back the names of their own grandchildren. But every miracle in this story has a shadow, and the shadow here is enormous. Because if a device can read the signal for "move left," it can theoretically read the signal for far more private things: arousal, anger, political belief, the shape of a memory you've never told a single person. In 2023, researchers at the University of Chicago proved this wasn't science fiction. Using AI models, they reconstructed rough images of what test subjects were looking at, using brain activity alone. No words, no consent needed beyond the data itself. Now scale that to a commercial neural implant made by a private company, running on servers you don't control. Therefore, ask yourself, who owns the data your brain produces? Right now, legally in most of the world, the answer is nobody has fully decided. And that opens the darkest door of all. Some of these implants will require software updates, controlled by a company running on a business model. Imagine a future where the chip restoring your movement runs on a subscription, where losing a payment doesn't mean losing an app, it means losing your legs again. This isn't dystopian fan fiction, It's the same business model already used for insulin pumps and pacemaker software today. We're simply raising the stakes from your heart to your mind. Musk himself has said the quiet part out loud. Humanity's real long-term risk isn't robots turning against us. It's robots leaving us behind. His argument is simple and unsettling. If artificial intelligence keeps compounding in speed and intelligence, unmodified humans may eventually think at the pace of a tree growing, while machines operate at the speed of light. Therefore, the only way to stay relevant, he claims, isn't to compete with AI. It's to merge with it. Picture two people in the year 2030. One has no implant. Brilliant, but limited to typing 60 words a minute, thinking in the slow, linear language of speech. The other has a neural link. She doesn't type her thoughts into an AI assistant, she simply thinks them, and the machine responds in real time, expanding her memory, her calculations, her language instantly. In a job interview, in a surgery, in a court of law. Who do you think gets hired? This is the uncomfortable center of the cyborg question. It may not start as a choice made in wonder. It may start as a choice made in fear, the fear of being obsolete in your own species. Therefore, we're not just approaching a medical revolution, we're approaching a fork in human evolution itself. One path stays biological, the other path goes hybrid. And once enough people take the second path, the first path may no longer be able to compete at all. Every major leap in human history came with the same false comfort. It'll only be used for good. Fire, the printing press, the internet. Every single time the technology outran the ethics built to contain it. Brain chips will be no different. Except this time, the thing being upgraded but is the very organ deciding whether the upgrade is a good idea. So maybe the real question was, never can we build this. We already are. The real question is, once a machine can read your mind, will there be anything left that's still only yours? Let me know in the comments. Would you take the chip if it meant staying relevant? Or is some part of being human worth staying unplugged for?